tan-lined temple was not the dungeon. I suppose it was the part of the island that precedes the dungeon part of the island. And we're going to get to the dungeon after we chop through these rocks. I gotta say, we're really gonna rock it. I'm sorry, that pun just crystallized in my head. What's this? A golden pickaxe from the princess. No. But at least tell me how you earned it so I can do the same. Well, first you have to be kidnapped and dressed up in something that's more revealing than your underwear probably would be. And then you have to run around for a little while, avoiding guards. Make sense? Good. Yeah, you can have it. Such incredible craftsmanship. We'll have this cleared away lickety-split. I was hoping we would get to do it. Like Mr. Driller style. Wow! With those ruins out of the way, I can see all the way to the horizon. And look at these chubby green birds. Ah! Those aren't birds! Monsters! Run! We eat monsters for breakfast. Well, these are slightly, these behave a bit differently, don't they? Ah, but they're about as strong. Which is to say, not strong at all. Thank goodness. I was nervous for a minute that we would actually have to deal with something dangerous. And they just drop all sorts of super pike balls, don't they? Come on! And they just keep coming. Are they just gonna come indefinitely? I bet you they are. Well, let's get out a super pike ball then, shall we? Yes, we shall. We'll bring it to bear against this lady. That was quick. That was also kind of rough. She turned into sand. That's sad. I didn't mean to turn her into sand. Come on. Saw the mouse go in here. Now there's something in here. What's even that? What just happened? I don't know. I'm not complaining though. Can we not break that rock? I guess not. I guess it's just a conspicuous red herring. Man, yeah, she turns right into sand. That's sad. That's kind of horrifying. It's just that attention to detail, though. It's clearly very, well animated. They really try to animate everything very nicely in this one, don't they? We hopped right over the quicksand pit. No, no! Okay. You see, who says that a mouse can't kill you? What earlier I was saying those were rats. I should be consistent. Shoot her. Man, there are a lot of monsters out this way. Like, more than I would have expected. Oh, well. Now we're at the video game part instead of the eye candy part. Don't get me wrong, there's still eye candy going on, but it's sprite art eye candy. Which is still eye candy, I guess. I don't know. Is objectification necessarily sexist in this context? Maybe. Maybe I'm being a fool. Maybe I'm as bad as this guy like the Ammo Baron, who sees Shantae as just a dancing girl, except that she is actually. All right, this is gonna take forever. Oh well. It's a war of attrition. No one said Shantae was a bullseye shot. She's no Annie Oakley. But you know what she is, though? A person who is able to shoot in very straight lines. She's like Mega Man in that respect. She's as good as old Rockman, that's right. Her music is about as rockin' too. No, I suppose she doesn't have a sister named Roll. Oh, hey. Bye. Money! Blood money. The best kind. Not really, that's horrible. That's blood money isn't funny, guys. As IHE once said, as long as you add that at the end, you can get away with saying pretty much whatever you want. As long as you're sure to point out that it's not funny, you know, it's fine. We should probably take these scorpion ladies' scimitars, or whatever those are. They'd be very useful, I feel like, in combat. That's a particularly grisly way to go, too. Sorry that it had to be that way, Shantae. What am I supposed to do exactly? This! No, I'm not! Run and jump. Okay, I see. I can get out of it. You can recover from it, but just barely, and not with that monstrous rat there. This just goes to show: don't let anybody tell you that the rats can't kill you. You know, that's all I can say. Yeah, I see now that this area was like designed for the pike balls. Although I would argue that these super pike balls don't qualify as pike balls at all. I mean, look at that. They're like bladed things. Rather distinct, I think, from pike balls. Also, did that just spit something out? Oh crap, it did spit something out. Gross! I guess we just gotta go down and spelunking. Oh, we found the den of evil. We still can't break through these rocks, though. If only she could still turn into an elephant. Then she'd be able to. I love how much fun they seem to have had writing and designing this game. Coming up with things like, oh, well, the heart containers are made by smashing cute squids with a hammer, for example. Or details like that whole sequence we just went through with, really every one of these islands has had just weird, sexy silliness going on in them. In a really quite unusual combination. In any case, we should probably heal. What a nice little drink we just had. They clearly in this game have been trying to make Shantae a lot cuter, both in terms of appearance and personality. Not that there is anything wrong with her being prickly, like, cause she seemed pretty prickly before, like these platforms. Okay, maybe she didn't seem that prickly. Maybe that's a bit of hyperbole right there. I think there was another platform in the other direction. Let's see if there was. Yeah, there was. It was a warp squid. Well, I guess we're gonna go get a warp squid. That's what we're gonna go do now. How are we gonna get up there, though? I think the only way would be if from here. But there's just no way. There's no way we're gonna make that. Yeah, let's see what's up there with the scorpion person. Ah, I was dirty. It was a cheap shot. Anything up here? Other than pain? A little bit of money was up here. That's something other than pain, I guess. Though money causes so much pain in this world. Alright. We're gonna go down. I would, but we can't quite do a hair whip down. Come on! How was I supposed to know that they finally had an enemy that actually would just crawl off the ledge like that? Up till this point, they've not been doing that. Up to this point, enemies have turned around at ledges. Or am I just making excuses? Oh, I see. It was another one of those, like those little skull things, but only here they're little mummy things. What is it with Shantae and morbid undead monsters? See, this has mountains of skulls, too! Oh, look. I need to keep the map of this place open. Okay, first of all, looks like there's gonna be some stuff up here. How many seconds is it when these needles pop out? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3! See? When you shout the 3 like that, it's better luck. Everybody knows that. Hey, Saveman. The hearts restore less of your hearts in this one, I've noticed. They restore only 1/4 of them. Still, I do believe the net result is that you have more overall health. get the little gem. That's a creepy looking thing up there. Looks like it might be a praying mantis.
Oh yeah.
Couldn't have put it better myself, Shantae. Come on. There we go, we gotta hop from that one, now this one. See, just... Oh, I think these guys were also in the original Shantae. Of course, in the original we didn't have bullets! We can get to him even if we're quite out of the range of the blade that tosses. What is it with praying mantises and tossing blades? They did that back in East Origin too, even though, you know, real praying mantises do not have blades to toss. That's just not a thing that they have. Can we just... Oh no. Oh, okay, well, actually, here's what we'll do. Yeah. Why haven't I been doing this all along? Must be because my experience with the past Shantae games conditioned me not to. Treasure. Key. That's a good kind of treasure. I think it's interesting that each block on the map doesn't represent a room, but represents part of the room, so that all the rooms are proportionately represented. That's good design. It's a good thing that that save old man is standing a little further back on this narrow platform that we're on. Otherwise, he would have been shot through the head, and that would have been tragic. It would have been a tragedy, and this game would turn into a commentary on gun violence in the United States. 1, 2, 3! Yeah, see? It works! What's this? Anything over here? Nothing over here? No. Red herrings. Red herrings everywhere, I tells ya. And we're just back here. Okay, I expected something like that to happen. Well, come on. That's a... Well, you know what? We just need to descend a bit more slowly when we're trying to get down to the bottom of the tunnel. No, that doesn't help us either. There's just no hope. It's like this horrible dream I had last night. There was no hope in that dream. That was the worst dream I've ever had. I think I saw hell. I don't want to talk about it anymore, though. There we go. I'm sure that will be helpful later. Hold on! There might be a secret passage! Might be a secret passage! Might be a secret passage! No, there's not a secret passage. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I feel so powerful when I count to 3. All right, we've gone. I don't think we've gone. Yeah, we haven't gone down here yet. Oh, here we are. Oh, I see. We need to shoot both of them, and then we'll fall down into a pit, and we need to do that very quickly. Is that a waterfall or is it sand? I think it's sand. I think it's interesting how I've seen in video games, and just about nowhere else, at least in quite such a literal way, that you see sand conflated with water. In any case, we should juice up. Or gnaw a bunch of meat off the bone up. Shantae works up a lot of appetite running around like this. I know she keeps a very thin profile, though. But that, you know... Another praying mantis man! Let's get out of here before we do have to deal with more and more with the praying mantis men. Alright, see? Here we are. Good. Looks like there's a sort of tunnel that goes off to the right, though, that we haven't really looked around yet. Oh, that was just a cheap shot. Not really. It hit me fair and square. 1, 2, 3. Actually, we don't need to count because we can have that little ledge right there just in case we screw up. And this is a room we can't go down in yet. That means that what we're going to find in that pit when we fall into it is going to be probably the mid-boss, who's going to be guarding some item that probably belonged to Risky in the past, and that's what's going to allow us to smash downwards through those blocks. 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! What? See, you gotta shout on the last 3. You keep that in mind. That could save your life someday. It really could. It saved Shantae's life. It worked here. Work in the real world. You learn a lot of things from video games. Like if you're horribly wounded in a war, for example, all you need to do to heal yourself is grab a med pack and absorb it through osmosis. Then you will be better. How do we get back into this central room? Oh yeah, I remember now. I forgot. It's because I was thinking about osmosis. 1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3! 3! I can occasionally trill my R's when I'm doing my Norio Wakamoto imitation. That's what that is, by the way. It's my best attempt. I know it doesn't quite, land it when you're doing it in English. We gotta fall gently. Don't want to hurt our legs. So we need a key. That'll be the key to our success. Hey! Oh, well, that was that one. I didn't mean to smash that block. I meant to smash the other blocks. Oh, whatever. Man, these things make scary noises when they die and go up in flames. I think it's scary because they're like a little thing crawling along the ground, and that's not the noise you'd expect from them. Also, crawling things are often scary. And here's another Saveman. Thank you, Saveman. Man, these... Maybe they're like... Maybe what these Savemen are is there's something like Sufis. They're hermits. They're Sufi hermits who travel out here into these remote areas and dungeons and stand around. And when they save your game, it's because they're... Now that I think about it, a Sufi wouldn't be saving your game. Sufis are would not be like a historian. They'd be like a mystic. They wouldn't be like, oh, you should save your game. They'd probably talk about the impermanence of this reality or something like that. We can't get this way yet. I have got to stop hopping onto these beds of spikes. We're not one of those people who trains themselves to lie down on beds of needles. There are people like that. There are people who can do that. I'm not one of them, of course, but I guess it's possible if you evenly distribute your weight, right? In just the right way. Surprisingly, there wasn't a mid-boss. Oh. Risky scimitar, huh? Cool. Is that the only time we can do anything with it? Yeah, I guess so. Oh! We're going all Mr. Driller on him. These giant heaps of sand-bleached skulls are... Well, it's not my taste in interior design. But here actually makes sense that it'd be filled with bones since these are catacombs. I have to say, as far as catacombs go, this place is surprisingly not totally horrifying. I mean, at least I think catacombs are horrifying. Maybe you don't mind catacombs. Maybe they remind you of home because you're some kind of zombie. Could be. Alright, we're gonna go up here. We're gonna shoot this one. We're gonna shoot that one. There we go. Are they gonna turn off? Yeah, they are! I know those purple things are coming for us. Hey, hey. Burn in hell! Alright. See? Now we're eating those little things. The shoe is on the other foot, so to speak. Okay, we better not screw this up. Oh, I see what we need to do. No! This is what we need to do. Yeah. Cool. I'm sure I could spectacularly hop from one to the other, but I don't want to risk screwing it up, because I'd have to go through that room with the purple things again. Sure, they're not there anymore. But I don't know, what if they respawn? Maybe they are actually still there, you know? Whee! Alright. Alright. After we clear this dungeon, we're gonna go back to the entrance, and back at the entrance, we're going to get that heart squid. That's the plan.
Now here's my plan.
Come on. Why didn't she... That was weird. Why isn't... What? Come on. There we go. Strange. But that's platforming for you. Oh, and now that we have a scimitar, we can bounce on their heads and kill them. We better be careful or we're gonna get hurt ourselves. Like we just did, for example. Well, let's keep going, Mr. Driller. What? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Now I see. Ah, all these spike guys everywhere. I think these spike guys... no, they're not worse. They're not worse than the little purple guys. But they're still not the, ones I like the most. Now, subject to purple, I believe that in Cincinnati there's a thing called the Purple People Eater Bridge, or something like that. Oh, these guys? First of all, heal, heal! There we go. Oh, what are you gonna do? You gonna shoot bullets out? That's what you're gonna do. You think they're supposed to be shooting out needles since they're like cacti people? This isn't gonna be a fair fight at all, because the giant insect is backing up from us. In real life, I think that praying mantises are quite interesting animals. I suppose it's part of those same tribe as the praying mantis men from earlier. Oh, there we go. Come on, come on! Well, we beat him without using any pike balls. Color me impressed. Maybe this is where they hide out. Uh-oh. Come on, come on! There we go. That was close. For some reason, this kind of damage you get from these kinds of crushing mechanisms, along with falling into pits, are so often the things that the game registers as in instant death rather than just health off. Why do you think that is? Because, I mean, it's certainly, if this happened to you once in real life, you'd be toast. But think about it. If you got shot or something in real life once, it's not necessarily toast, but it's a it's not an inconsiderable amount of damage. And yet, you normally can bounce back from that fine in a video game. So, whatever. It's just one of those well-established mechanics, I guess. And because, unlike in the original Shantae, we don't have lives in this game, it's one death and you're game over. Then again, we have a lot more health, so it balances out. Oh, it's the boss. I'll smash the candles they've carefully set up here, though. What a coincidence that all of the dens of evil have the same interior designer for the door. And that they're so filled with the dead. Squid Baron? You're here? You better believe I am. Why? What about the vacation? I'm hanging it up. Goodbye, dreams. See you never. But you can't just give up on your dreams. What about the frolicking beach bunnies? And old sailors and unbuttoned third buttons? I thought all that meant something to you. Answer me this. How much map have you traveled? What do you mean? How full are your pockets? About half, right? Halfway full? Filler, boss. It's my destiny. I see that now. I won't try to escape it. You're scaring me. You and me both. But I won't hide from fate. I'm going to be the best filler boss of all time. Old hat, recycled moves, all of it. Bring it on, sister. Let's boogie down. Okay. Sorry this is happening. It's gonna be harder for you to dodge a few of your attacks, though, like that one you just did, because I can't turn into a monkey anymore. I'm gonna hand it to you, buddy. You're being a pretty effective filler boss right now. Oh, maybe you should just turn these on just to be safe. I just feel like it wouldn't hurt, you know? It wouldn't hurt to do that kind of thing. Oh, come on! Dude. Shoot him, just shoot! Just do all the shooting of him right now. Oh, Squid Baron, don't you see? This is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Your fight to never become this has led to you becoming, you know, what you haven't wanted to become. You even had the same dish you had last time. Where'd you even get that? I thought it was only made by Cookie. Well, I mean, I did do hear Cookie's his move. Wonder where she is now. Maybe she's on this island. Maybe she's going to become the princess next. Wait. Uh-oh. Okay, this is serious. Well, I meant to use just a normal potion, but how are we even supposed to hurt this thing? Squid Baron, my friend, even if you're becoming what you never wanted to be, at least you have become something truly unique. Truly, this is a very impressive display of being a filler boss you have going right here. I would never have expected this from you. I'm not quite sure how you got in here before I did, though, with all the doors locked and whatnot. Oh wait, I know what I have to do. I have to use this dungeon's special item. That's what I need to do here. That's what this is, isn't it? Now it's just this again. I can do this again. He's regaining health faster than I can dish it out. I gotta say, you had me going there for a second, old Squid Baron. You had me going there. But I know that at heart, you know, after this, you'll all be friends again. And I see that you didn't bring your kids along this time. I guess it's because you've become a concerned parent. I should have dealt more damage to him while I could. I gotta say, this is a kind of a tough boss, actually. Like, not super difficult, but maybe it is. I'd seem to not be doing very well at all against the Squid Baron. I mean, actually, it's not really that surprising that he ended up in a place like this, since after all, he is a treasure hunter. I mean, that's what he does. He hunts treasures. Heal! There we go. Come on, Squid Baron! Come on! Come on, you squid! Nah! I'm doing this for you, Squid Baron. At heart, this isn't what you want to be. What you want to be, Squid Baron, is the best darn non-filler boss. You want to be a main story boss again. That's what you want to be. You're only doing this because this is what society wants from you. It's not because it's what you want. This isn't you, man. This isn't the real Squid Baron. This isn't the Squid Baron I know and love. Still keeping up that diet of spicy food, I see. Explosively spicy food. Does all of us in the end? Not really, I eat plenty of spicy food, I'm fine. Sorry, but you forced me to fight. But... What, did I break something? How could you break anything? He doesn't have any bones. You were amazing! Huh? That beat down. It was just what I needed to reawaken my fighting spirit. I'm a great filler boss today, and I can be an even better one tomorrow. Imagine, I could paint myself blue and play the part of Ice Variant. I could shadow clone myself and swap between bodies. I could reappear at the end of an adventure in a boss rush. Maybe show up as a common thug later, you know, to make you feel really, really powerful. I'm bursting with potential. This is only chapter 1 in book 1 of the encyclopedia that is my life. Hitting you helped? Purple-haired warrior maiden, you are my one true inspiration. Boo! I must go. Take this. Wait, how'd you get the map?
Yeah.
You are my best, beautiful tomboy woman. Fare thee well. See ya. Sky is probably back in Sequin Land by now, and I don't see Rowdy Tops anywhere. I guess I'll head back to the dock. Well, we can't go down there. Hold on, we have one heart squid to get. I mean, that's Squid Baron. A living legend. That's what he is. There we go. Yes, yes, yes! Oh, wait, Mudbog Island, huh? That sounds a lot less fun than Saliva Island or Tanline Island. I mean, you just know there's going to be... Well, who am I kidding? There's going to be just as much cleavage there. It's just that it doesn't seem like to be quite as fitting with the theme. Like a tan-lined island, you know, I expect to see scantily clad babes on Tanline Island. I don't expect to see that though on whatever that other one is, Mudbog Island. That's what that is. And this is much easier when you're able to just hop on them like that. I'm kind of amazed I pulled it off at all. I mean, not really, since that's just what the game expects you to do. It's designed for that. Alright, come on. Death from above. It's like during an air raid. Air raids aren't funny. Okay, guys, it's serious stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry, I went too far there. I went too far on that one. Now everyone's just upset. I'm sorry, guys, I didn't mean it. Also, those sky octopuses look a little bit like Flotso from the Kirby games. A cackle bat is an interesting collectible, because it's an enemy. I'm sure that enemies being the collectible items have been done before, but I haven't seen it, so... Or at least I don't think I've seen it. Maybe I have seen it, I don't know. What do I know? I'd say that I know nothing like Socrates, but I say that all the time. I should quit saying that. I should say something a little more original. Oh. Not an issue now, huh? Man, I'm surprised just how many scimitars to the head that lady could take. I would think that, you know, using a scimitar as a pogo stick would be just horrible. Can you imagine that? That blade just cleaving down right onto your brain. It's not something where you'd still be standing after one blow. It's something where you wouldn't be standing at all after one blow. That one blow, I mean, that's kind of all it would take. I mean, unless you're some crazy Superman. If you're Superman, that would just bounce off. It's a good thing nobody tried doing that to Clark Kent, or they'd find out his identity right a dang way. Although I believe that Leon Trotsky's assassination supposedly involved, well, he was hit in the head with an ice pick or an ice axe. I heard different versions. And then, he was still standing after being hit with these things. Standing enough so that he was able to turn around and fight his attackers for a little while before he finally croaked. Not that he was much of a hero. He, you know, probably would have been as bad as anybody else, is you know, Stalin and them, if their roles had been swapped. Well, this was, all for naught. Well, I guess we're just gonna keep going then. I suppose this underground cavern's another area I should have come back to later. Should have waited, I jumped the gun on that one. I say while I jump and shoot a gun. What was that? Was that too, is that a bit of a punishment for you? Oh! Oh, man. Some people might think that humor is a bit square, like these rocks. But I think that there's a lot of heart in it, like that heart we just picked up. I don't regret it, guys. There's nothing to be ashamed of. You know why? Because it's really funny. That's why. There's probably something else we can get to in here now. Oop. Actually, we still don't have a way to get around that underground path, do we? I have a feeling that later in the game, we're going to get a different power-up. Like, the next dungeon will contain a power-up that'll let us move across that underground path. Because I seem to... Actually, maybe we're going to get an enhancement for this item. Because I recall that in the trailers for this game, Shantae is charging forward at very high speeds with that scimitar. We are not doing so well for health. In fact, I would even say we're doing poorly for health. Okay, this is... You know, a real soldier knows when it's time to give up on your fight. But come to think of it, why are these people attacking us like this? Like, even when we were princesses, they shouldn't have been attacking us. They should have been, like, trying to get us back to ourselves, not like, charging at us with swords. It's weird. I'm back. If you're through wasting time, maybe we can finally get back to work. What happened to Sky and Roddy Tops? Let's just say I showed them the door. Would you relax? They're fine. Now, did you find the Den of Evil? Yep. And you destroyed the evil residing there? More or less. I see you found my blade as well. Wish I'd had that earlier. I'd have spilled the innards of a certain incompetent chieftain. You make a lousy pirate. Let's have a look at that map. That is not an island I think I want to go to, because I expect it's going to be like the scary shadow muddy swamp bog raining place filled with giant sticks that lead up to giant huge rocks shaped like pill bugs that was in the original Shantae. That's one of the weirder locations now I think about it. I have no clue what that one's gonna be. It looks like a cuckoo clock. And this is gonna be the one where the pirate master lives. Or dies. Probably a little bit of both. I don't really think we can get to any new items in Scuttletown, but we should go buy more potions, more that kind of thing, while we can. Plus, we should see how Sky is doing. Also, how are you doing? Who made those clothes, anyway? I remember you back before the vest. When the black pants were on the inside. Wait, what? Did she, like, convert her black, like, leggings into a vest? I don't get it. Well, whatever. Shantae might be pretty good at sewing, I guess. More about zombies. Well, I know that wild zombies eat brains, and that tame zombies, the ones that travel in wagons, they drink coffee to stay sane. But I have no idea how they got that way. Is it going to be a dark revelation later in the game's story? Or is it going to be foreshadowing and it'll be the plot of the next game or something? Could be. Oh? Like I said, they have a pretty morbid sense of humor. Promise me we'll never ever speak of those embarrassing desert princess outfits again. I promise. You mean this one, right? I heard a scratching sound coming from beneath the palace. There's something besides rats in that sewer. That's really creepy, actually. The forest nearby is a very tall tree on the west side. It's so dark it's hard to tell what's up there. I already found out what's up there. A scuttlebat. Cacklebat. There used to be 3 hardcore gamers around these parts. Each was a whiz at dice rolling and gecko racing. It consumed their lives until one day, poof. Gone. What? I'm not sure I quite understand the significance of that. How many heart squids do we have? Yeah, here. Only 3? Ah, come on. Let's see if Mayor Scuttlebutt wants something new this time, too. I don't recall much about genies. They all vanished without a trace some years back. And it's because of the Pirate Lord, as we now know. Oh, there's old Sky's parents. When I grow up, I'm going to be a relic hunger. That doesn't even count as a pun. Sky's not too happy about what happened to Joe, so I threw that old mummy in the dumpster. Please don't tell my husband. Well, I mean, he can probably hear you. We're like a foot from him. If you find any old artifacts, bring them to your uncle's workshop. Okay. On the subject of that, maybe Mimic now will give us some kind of advice about what we should do with the Barracuda Joe situation. Maybe I should try building a steam engine again. Yeah, it could move the world forward if used in the right way. But let's not mention this too risky. It's just probably a bit of a sore spot with her.
Well, I'm back at my dead-end job working for your uncle.
Hello.
It's true. Nobody needs me. There's never enough hero work, no offense.
Oh, read it wrong.
There's never enough hero work, no offense. I've pretty much blown every chance that's come down the pike. Not only that, but Sky says I missed out on some kind of adventure. Sounds like even Risky Boots was in on that.
Aw, Bolo, you've got it all wrong. It was mostly like a girl adventure. It was really hot there, and we all got trapped, and had to wear these little metal bathing suits.
Just leave me alone.
This is definitely raunchier than the other two games combined. They're a little less subtle this time. Maybe the next one will be much less subtle, it'll be rated T, who knows. Come to think of it, we didn't find that guy's sword. We can wait. We'll deal with that after the swamp.